Now, I think if you live in the UK, you probably had the same sad realisation as a lot of us did come this morning when you realised none of your golf clothes fit. I don't even know where to start with this thing, with A, penetrating myself or the club. Didn't think I'd be saying that in a YouTube video. Guys, how you doing? Welcome back to a brand new video. Simon here, and this is hopefully the last ever video from my flat. 29th of March. Golf courses are back open in the UK, which is very exciting. It's been pretty much a full year now, on and off of lockdown. Golf course has been pretty much shut for just over 6 months of that entire year. The weather's nice. I'm looking forward to getting out. I'm looking forward to getting filming, new content, you name it. But I have got one last video from the flat, one last unboxing. Basically some of the best stuff I've found, all on eBay, as well as a present. So let's get into the video, let's talk about it, and yeah, looking forward to 2021. So very much a relaxed kind of video to get us back into the swing of things. Obviously, from now on, majority of all content is going to be on some kind of golf environment, whether that's a range or a golf course or a studio, wherever it might be, which I'm very excited about. But it's been a full year pretty much now of not necessarily having that, and I've kind of got to get my head back around that I am able to now go in the fresh air and test golf equipment. So I'm very excited for that, and I do want to try and make this a very good year. That being said, we haven't just survived, we've kind of thrived this year. It's been an incredible year, not only for my channel, but for my family. I've got 2 kids now, opposed to 1, and then that was pretty much at the start of lockdown, so pretty much a year and 5 months. I had no kids, I've now got 2. We want to move house, so we're going to sell our flat, we're going to buy a house. The jobs that I've had, even though I've got 4 of them and I have pretty much been running myself into the ground, I have financially got through this whole debacle, being self-employed with pretty much 0 income, to actually being in a pretty good situation. And the reason that's quite good for myself is that I'm not solely relying on YouTube monetization, which is quite important. It got quite stressful at quite a lot of times, and I think I put stuff out that I didn't necessarily or I'm not necessarily happy with now, or I felt like I needed to, just so that I had some ad revenue. So I'm in a very strong place after all is said and done. Second-hand club sales, that's pretty much been the bone of my finances for the family and pretty much got us through the worst of it. So I've learned a lot, I've come out the other side. There's a lot of exciting things to happen in the future. So that's basically where we are, and I'm in a very good place, and the sun is shining, and I get to go and play golf. First things first, a golf manufacturer actually wants to work with me, which I find very exciting. And I haven't necessarily said I wouldn't work with anyone. It's not like they're paying me or giving me stuff, but to test equipment, and that's with Srixon, which I'm quite excited. Their marketing team pretty much got in touch with me and said, would you be interested in working with us in the future? I said, have you watched my channel? Do you know what I do? They said yes, but would you still want to work with us anyway? And I said, yeah, why not? So they sent me this nice little sleeve of balls, their new Srixon Z-Star collection that's come out in this very cool box, which I've actually given away to one of the guys on my Payium account. Link in description if you want to check that out. The Payium stuff, messages, content, that's very much going to be picking up and being one of my focuses, especially for 2021. Just helping you guys build a bag or find better deals or give you general advice, and make sure that I reply if it's not within a day, within 2 days, or depends when I'm on my phone really. But that's going to the Payium account, guys, and I'll still be doing giveaways on here. All the content of this is staying exactly the same. I think if I get sent free stuff, that'll go to Payium. If I buy stuff to give away, that'll be my YouTube channel. That's kind of the way it works. I've got some really good deals in here off eBay. One absolute filth one, which I'm probably going to get a lot of slack for, but I thought I can't not buy that. So let's open this box from Snainton first. So every single item that I buy off eBay that's a good deal is always newly listed and buy it now. There's my secret. Type in golf club, newly listed, buy it now. You have to have the knowledge and know-how to actually go, is this a good deal? But if you watch my channel for long enough, you probably know, actually let's get a Stanley knife, you probably know by now what is good and what's not. I mean, there's just general, I mean, if it's got a stick grip and a handle, then especially with the prices, it'd be very interesting to see what happens this year. It's normally going to sell for a lot, especially the name brand stuff, whether it's off eBay or Facebook, and then just getting a feel for whether it's going to be a good deal or not. Prices for the clubs here. This is actually from Sneinton Golf. They actually sell a lot of clubs online. They're very competitive. Majority of pro shops actually look at their like prices as like standards for like if we match whatever Sneinton does, for example. And I've bought a lot of F6 left-handed ladies hybrids and woods, all for, shall I say, all for £25 each. I messaged him, they were all on for £35 to £30. I said, would you do them at £25 a piece if I bought all of them? And he said yes. And I thought this was an exceptional deal. Like, they're brand new. Okay, they're now like 5 years old. But if I have a lady lesson and she's left-handed, I mean, it's a niche, it's a very niche demographic. But there will be lady left-handers out there that want a cheap alternative rather than spending £220 on a wood that's just come out this year. And I've got all of these for £25, and they're going to be kind of a slow turnover, but I thought it's a fantastic little purchase, fantastic little buy. As I say, they're all in the wrapper, they're all in really good condition, and for me as well, I messaged Sneinton Golf. They must have loads of old stock that they haven't shifted. I don't know why they wouldn't have shifted them that easily. But it's good contact for me to have, especially with a company that has that much kind of buying power. Potentially something that can come from that as well in the future, which would be exciting. And then we've got 3 hybrids at the bottom here. As I say, £25 each, so £175 altogether for a good amount of woods. And again, as I say, they're brand new in the wrapper. Very niche demographic, hence why the price is what they are. If these were all right-handed, definitely wouldn't have got them at the same price. But there might be a lady left-handed out there, or a few of them, especially over this year, especially a lot of people I imagine are going to take up the game. This obviously seems like a good alternative, or even if I ever come across a lesson, I've got a very cheap fairway wood for £50 or a very cheap hybrid for 40, whatever that might be. Now on to the 2 drivers. They're both from the same brand. You've seen a lot of these on the channel as well. One of them was a filth of a deal. One of them's actually going to be for a video in the future. So watch out for that. Let me try and get these both unwrapped because they definitely look like they've been plastered with tape and everything else. And then let me show you. It's whenever I try and take shortcuts with trying to get a club out of the wrapping, it takes twice as long. We are there. Good. I'll show you the bite now price I got for this. Not left-handed, that's in a minute. 2017 M2 driver, £70. I think £7 postage. However, it has been very much skied, but this is kind of why I bought it. Okay, it was a good deal anyway. I think any M2 driver in any conditions worth 100 as a good like starting price. But it's been like skied, scuffed, you name it. But one of you, which I'll be crediting in the video when I do it, recommended me a paint for the crown, and I want to test it. I want to try it. How good is this paint to the closest, because it's supposed to be exactly the same gloss as you have on the crown. Now, I wouldn't advise buying it. Well, I haven't tested it, but I wouldn't advise buying it and then doing it and then reselling them. But if you've bought an M2 driver and you want to get rid of all of that because you got a great deal, hence £70 for this with a good head cover, which I think is a really good deal, then £7 on a bit of paint, dry it, refinish it, buff it. That to me seems like a really good idea. So I'm excited to do that video and test that out, and then obviously repaint that and give you guys my kind of feedback to see if it's actually worth doing or not. But again, for £77 for an M2 driver in today's climate, that's quite a good price, and I can tell this is going to take ages to get undone. This is an interesting package, to say the least. Or wrap job, I don't even know where to start with this thing, with penetrating myself or the club. Didn't think I'd be saying that in a YouTube video. I'm gonna leave that on, otherwise my battery's gonna die on my camera. I'll get that off later. TaylorMade M1 driver. I have no idea if this is a good, well, I know it's, I have no idea if what is underneath this. Is it fake? Is it real? £40. I think. That £40 plus delivery, maybe 45 top. I think it might be 35 plus delivery. It might be £40. Listing here. Buy it now. Came up. Bidding was starting at £25 or buy it now price at £40. Left-handed M1 driver. That is virtually mint. That would have been great for my bag. Still could be. I've got an M4 in the bag at the moment for my left-hand stuff. I'll have to give you guys an update on the left-hand stuff. I don't know what. I'm kind of disappointed. Obviously, 7 months of the year, the golf courses were shut throughout the challenge. But I've practiced, and I don't know where to. Do I start again? Do I start the challenge? It's difficult, so I have to do a bit of thinking. The donation side of it, I'll probably still just do to charity, and then maybe I'll just do a different challenge altogether for the left-hand stuff. But big guide about all of that. Regardless, that is the deal of the century off eBay. Now, a lot of the stuff that I do when it comes to deals is a lot off Facebook, because again, you can just find people just want to clear out their garage, their shed. They don't want to send it, post it, the rest of it. As soon as you start offering it to the nation and you go, well, I'll post it for £10, then obviously prices get a bit more competitive. I've never in a very long, that does not make sense. I've not in the whole time of doing this seen a tailor-made M1. I know it's left-handed, but for £40, that is just unreal as a price. If that was on Facebook and I met the person face to face, I probably would have just paid them more for it, just like I did in the last video. But the reason I did it is to show you guys that you can still get good deals on eBay. I know a lot of you put in the comments, Simon, there's no good deals out there. Prices are so inflated, everything else. You just have to be patient. It's like with anything in life, just be patient, take your time. Spend the money if you want to spend the money, take your time, resource, be a bit more smart about it, and there are good deals out there. That is just an outrageous deal. Don't know what I'm going to do with that, not too sure. But as I said, there are deals to be had out there. It's been a very interesting lockdown, 6 months in the house, 2 months, I think golf courses were shut even though we're allowed out. It's been an adventure, but as I say, I do feel like I'm in a much stronger situation than I was at the start of all of this, which I was hoping to tread water throughout this entire experience, but I think we've done more on that, and 2021 is going to be very interesting. So guys, there you have it. Thank you ever so much for watching, supporting the channel, you name it. If you like this video, leave it a like. Subscribe if you're new. Catch you guys later.